I am now creating weekly exclusive content for Patreon, so if you are interested in that, go check out the link down below. And of course, if you want to avoid the random lottery of FIFA points, you want to go straight to the source, buy the players directly, use u7buy.com and use the code TVM at checkout. What is going on, guys? Stephen here. Welcome back to another video and another player review. It is, of course, Kingsley Coman's Summer Heat card. Nearly messed up his name. Going to run with it. 4-star, 3-star. I know. So yesterday, 6 PM content. I knew these were coming because I saw them, quote-unquote, leaked, right? You know, people get the information from the names and the code and whatnot a few hours before. And I was scratching my head and I was thinking, why? Why are they releasing two French players again? We have an awful lot of French cards in this game. You can build 2 full squads, nearly position for position, using the cards that EA have released purely from France, which is just mad. Not just Summer Heat, of course. I'm talking about all the promos, but still. Which, you know, I don't have anything against France. It's a good nation in FIFA, especially in real life as well. I go to Paris nearly every year, but that's not the point. We have a decent amount of French players, so they released 2. Fine. Guess what? We also have a very good French left back that is currently still available as an objective, and I'm of course talking about Mendy. But more than anything else, because we're talking about Coman, Perisic was released a couple of weeks ago as an SBC, and I'm pretty sure that everyone did it because it was so cheap. It was just 184 rated team, and he was 93, 94 rated, and that is a great card. I've still got it. It is a very good card. But now, here we are again, another buy and left mid. I mean, more than anything else, why not just make him right mid? Why not make him striker? Why not put him in a different position? I mean, it's not going to break the game to make him, the right side. For those who have completed Perisic, we can now play them both in the same team on Chem. Because at the end of the day, chemistry is a system that EA have invented. And, you know, now we can't play to their chemistry unless we play a 3-4-3 or whatever it may be. Anyway, rant aside, we have a player here with 4-star, 3-star, medium-low work rates, which is decent, and of course a lean body type. You know, the medium-low work rate and the lean body type, I really like that. And of course the 4-star skills is nice. The 3-star weak foot is a shame. With the amount that they've boosted other cards up, you know, to 5-star weak foot, 5-star skills, things like that, why not just give him 4-star, 4-star? I don't think it's that big a deal. He hasn't been boosted, from 4-star, 3-star that he had on his 88. So it would have been maybe a little bit sensible to do that. At least it would have given a few people a reason to want to go and do it. Like if you gave him 5-star weak foot and left him 4-star, then people were like, oh, hang on a minute then. Now there's a real reason for me to want to get this card because I could actually use him even if he's out of position. That's actually going to be very useful because, you know, maybe casual players don't notice it as much, but the higher you go, and the more competitive you try and be, you do really rely on that 5-star weak foot, right? So anyway, with that being said, we're already 3 minutes into the video. I've not really talked about it. Doesn't really have any traits to speak of. Injury prone, so you will notice him on the ground a fair bit. 98 acceleration, 94 sprint speed. I mean, the card itself actually is very good, and I'm not going to complain about the card necessarily because it's a good card. All round on paper, without even talking about how he plays in game, you've got a very good card. But the problem with it is, of course, I'll just go back to it, is we have so many different players in this position and from the same club that it does just, I don't know, it just makes me scratch my head more than anything else. 96 dribbling and ball control, 92 reactions, 93 balance, and 97 agility is mad. Only the 83 composure, so playing him as a striker can be a little bit frustrating. And I know that firsthand because I did try him there. I think, honestly, though, playing him as a left-hand-sided player, left-hand side? Yeah, that makes sense. I think that's probably the best place for him. Saying that, Cam is workable, but because of that weak foot, it does get a little bit annoying. Again, we'll talk more about that. 99 positioning, 92 finishing, 96 shot power as we progress from the stats into the squad and the clips now. I know, but obviously, because I was rambling about absolute nonsense beforehand, I'm going to have to kind of finish where I am. 91 short passing, 92 vision, great physicals across the board, apart from the aggression, which is 47. That means he is a very placid fella indeed. He does not like to get involved. So, with that being said, this is a free card. You are not going to have to do an awful lot to pick it up. It's not that difficult at all, really. Score a couple of goals here or there, get an assist here or there, win 5 games, job done. If you decide, do you know what, don't want Coman, got a funny feeling. My Perisic is better. My Vinicius Jr., who was released a couple of days, is better. I've picked up another left mid, and I just don't care about him. That's fine. But I think if you're not playing champs, and you are still playing FIFA, you might as well try and get this. Just, off the bench here or there, bring on a Bundesliga player or whatever you need to knock this off, because more than anything, it's just a free 93 rated card to stick into an SBC. You could maybe offset the price of that very well priced David Luiz. Too expensive. So anyway, is he actually any good in game? Yeah, very good. And there's obviously no surprise there. I wasn't from the beginning, I wasn't slating that he wasn't a good card. I think a lot of people, especially in 6 o'clock content, misconstrued what I was trying to say. I wasn't sat there having a go at any of the cards for being bad, because they're all top class endgame for the most part cards. The problem with them is we just have a lot of them. There are a lot of endgame cards. Vinicius Jr. is an endgame card already, and if they beat Granada, he will go up again. And of course, Perisic is an endgame card, and there's so many others that are endgame. Coman in game again is very good at getting down to the byline with pace. 94 rated left wing and cam, points per position, and centre forward actually, and left mid, right mid. So a lot better than his sort of face stats suggest, if you will. And give him a chem style on top of that, he turns into like a 97 rated player. I think you can get him. There's like a particular chem style you can get him up to a 98. But it doesn't really benefit him. I'm trying to find which one it was. I was looking through them yesterday, and I found one that took him to a 98, but I can't remember for the life of me which one it is. Anyway, though, something like a Maestro is probably what you want. I mean, you could argue Sniper is the way to go just to get that composure up. But to be honest, if you play him like me, 4-2-3-1, left side, you don't really need to worry too much about the composure, because you're not going to be taking that many shots. I mean, he will score goals, but in terms of the goals that he's scoring for me personally, they tend to be cutbacks, right? So when you get into the penalty area and you do a little cutback with Coman, don't need composure there necessarily, you just need decent passing. And of course, if you whack a Maestro on him, you're going to have 99 short passing, 97 vision, and 92 crossing. You've got good free kicks as well. Maybe some evidence of that in the video, maybe not, because obviously I was playing with a couple of other players as well. There is a particular icon within this team I was probably taking free kicks with. But all in all, I mean, I don't think you can go really wrong considering he's free. I mean, in terms of the composure, like I said, yeah, if you play him as a striker like I did for one game, there were a couple of chances he missed where maybe he should have finished, and I don't know whether it was down to me, the game, or the card. It's very difficult. When you've got more than just two factors. Sometimes you can, like in a video game, you can blame yourself. Oh, I should have pulled the trigger quicker. I should have turned quicker. I should have whatever, right? Or you could blame the card itself, or the player's not good enough. My car isn't good enough. My gun isn't good enough. So I know a lot of people blame the game when really it's their fault, but there's two things you can blame. The other thing, of course, with FIFA you can blame is, was I in bad gameplay? Was I in good gameplay? Sometimes it feels decent, other times it's a little bit unresponsive. There's just so many different factors when it comes to FIFA that you don't really get too much with other games. So you can't necessarily say, well, it's the card or it's me. It could actually be FIFA itself. So lots of different things at play. For the most part, I wouldn't worry too much about the composure. In terms of playing him left side, had a lot of fun with him down there. Very easy to link in as well, of course, as you would imagine. So that's not really too much of a problem. And then, of course, you've got the aggression. I'm not a big fan of low aggression players because they don't really get stuck in, especially if you do go on team press. They're not that sort of, eager to go forward and try and close down their man, etc. So that can be a little bit of a hindrance now and again. The big problem for me really is just the weak foot. That's one of the reasons why, for me, Team of the Season Angel Di Maria isn't really as useful as he should be, and it's because of his weak foot. We're so used to playing with players now who have a minimum of a 4-star weak foot, and then most players, well, not most, but a lot of the new players that come out have 5-star. Like a lot of those cards that come out now, all the Summer Heat cards, they're all getting their weak foot upgrade, and you get the objectives and some of the foot birthday cards, obviously, back in packs, and even some of them are more useful to me because they have that 5-star weak foot than someone like Coman is, because every time you're going down that left-hand side and you have to put a cross in and you're on the wrong foot, you are then heavily reliant on that weak foot coming through and actually being useful. And half the time, the pass just doesn't really go where you want it to if he hits it with his left. it is very frustrating. Cutting in on the right foot, by the way, and then going for goal is actually a dream. It's a shame he doesn't have finesse shot trait. I found that with Bernardo Silva. If he had finesse shot trait, he would be unreal. Like Mahrez, for example, is unbelievable cutting in on his left foot. But yeah, good card. Definitely worth unlocking, even if you decide just to throw it into an SBC. Definitely worth the unlock, absolutely. But in terms of playing with it, you can still have a lot of fun. Still a good card. Just be mindful sometimes with the composure and that weak foot as well. Let me know what you think in the comments. Are you going to unlock him? Have you already unlocked him? Have you used him? Let me know if you like him in the comments. If you have enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.